What up, gang? Orange Pill Gang. And for this one, I'm going to talk about the secret way how to win with a woman in 2023. And man, this is like a crazy one because like I see so many. We already know there's so many videos about how to do this and with women and how to prove your looks maxing and improving your personality. And my hair looking crazy, but all these like different like traits and tricks or whatever, just to like woman in 2023. And like, and the reason I'm saying 2023 is because I just mean like now, like as of now, because of this, people talk about how to win this year and next year, but I've like finally figured out the sauce and like how to do it. And because there's like, like I was saying, there's just so many like different tricks and tactics of how to like succeed and what's going to work and blah, blah, blah. And of course, there's always like a self-improvement thing, but you might be someone that's we all hear like the things about you're self-improving and you're still not getting results. So you're doing better pictures on dating apps. So you're doing better approaches, and it's always like different things and like nothing is working. And like the real thing and like the sauce, like what I figured out, it's like to be like on a business tip, like it's like to like it's almost like, so let me just give an example. Like for me, like I'm a musician, right? And it's like what I've realized is like, instead of just like leading with I'm trying to get the girl, I like lead with like I have a show coming up, come to my show. So it's like almost like the business tip of like extracting money from them, which is kind of like, it's tough. Like instead of you being the one spending money on dates, it's like you're getting them to filter money to you, and for some reason that works. I'm not even sure like why, but like maybe it's because like there's like an emotional component of putting your money in, and like you put money into something and you're like emotionally into it. But another example would be like if someone's like a photographer and you leave with like, oh, I want to take a picture of you, let's do a photo shoot, blah blah blah, or like, yeah, hit me up for like a shoot or whatever. So like I feel like the business tip, it's like when you're like you're leading from a place of I'm trying to do business with someone, like you come to this, like I'm running this thing, blah blah blah, I have this workshop, whatever. So it's like, and that's like, and that even like works in real life too. Like in real life, it works because a lot of times, like as a musician myself, instead of like leading with I'm trying to get to know you, blah blah blah, I lead with more like let's collab on this and that works. But of course it's not. It's like indirect, but the indirect thing, that's what works with women. Like sometimes being direct like doesn't work, and it's like, but the good thing about being on the business tip is like you make money off of it, and you're making like connections at the same time. So it's like even if it doesn't go the way you want, like on like a sexual front, at least somehow you're still like making money off of it, and so like. I don't know, like that's just the sauce. Like I'm sure like a lot of people, someone else has figured that out. Like maybe you're like a physical trainer. Like trainers always like have that trick, like, oh, let me train you, whatever, blah blah blah. But like on anyone, you have some type of way like to filter like money into what you're doing, or like or back to you. So like instead of leading with you're trying to get to them, know you kind of filter them as them giving money or resources into you. So it's like the backward thing, because like most guys like try to filter with money going into them. But if you kind of even if you're like you sell food, like even like, yeah, shop with me, get food with me, or buy my website, like it's like them filtering into you like draws them into you. And even like I said, even if it doesn't work on a sexual front, you still like your business or whatever you do get supported. So you're still winning technically. Like that's what the video is called, How to Win with Women in 2023, and that's the sauce right there. That's how you win. You simply just it's at the beginning to be the first thing is already to be on your shit, to have like something set up to where you can like filter money into your thing, and into you. That's the first part. But even if you didn't have something set up, like you could, there's still like ways you could figure out how to like get money or like resources into them. And that sounds like so like dark, but it's not really coming from a dark place. It's more like it's just what's working right now. Because like I've been like had 100 matches myself and meet a lot of people in person. It's like when you just lead with like on a business tip, like you're not leading with like I'm trying to get to know, you're leading with like this is what I do. Even just now, like I just had a match on an app, on a black app, and it was like I was just talking about like getting a cover for one of my songs, like a cover for like the cover photo for a song. So when you see like on the stores, you see like a cover, and it's like an instant response, and that's just like, and I'm imagining that's what is what's gonna what it takes to win these days with these chicks. And I'm kind of antsy when I'm speaking because there's people around me right now, even though you don't see them in the background, there's people around. But yeah, so like just being about your business, like that like works. And it's probably like a psychology thing. It's like, it like kind of signals like some type of high value. That's probably why it would work as well, to be honest, because it makes it seem like you're really on your shit and you're not really just like trying to get with them. You're trying to make business happen. So, and like for me, I just put in one of those little prompts that would just come to my shows. So yeah, I guess that's the main thing, to already be on your shit in the first place, or just be in a state of where you're thinking about like making shit happen for yourself, making money for yourself, and then you just like filter that or funnel that. Maybe that's a better word, to funnel that into yourself and just kind of leave it that, leave it, come to my shows, whatever. Like that, not even saying it verbally, like just leading with it on your profile. Because I'm talking about dating profiles, but even in real life, like the profile you carry as a person, like if you're kind of leading yourself as, oh, I'm this person, I do this. Like that's like the business tip. Instead of just walking up to someone like, oh, I'm XYZ, I want to meet you. It's more like, I do this, I do XYZ, I'm a musician, I do blah blah blah, and kind of leading with that and going from there. And that's like probably like, I'm not, I mean, that's definitely like the high value trait, because I guess if the higher up you rise, the more you would lead with what you do instead of like what you want out of someone. You kind of lead with like what you can offer, not necessarily what you can offer them, but like what are you offering to the world, I guess, more and more in a sense. And so that's the sauce. That's more like probably like for the young guys, like people in their 20s like me. I feel like if you're older, you probably already like kind of have an intuitive understanding of how to do that if you're like kind of built up. So that's like the main thing right there. So just kind of leave with like be on the business tip, be about your bread, and just like interact with women like you're trying to do business with them, like trying to make money, trying to get money from them, I guess, or trying to even like help them support what you're doing. Like even if you're like a guy coming up, if you just kind of lead with like, I'm trying to build this t-shirt brand, whatever, blah blah blah, they might be like more willing to like come into that, because it's not like you're trying to just like get with them. And it's like, I don't know, this is a sauce, this was going to be working. So of course you're going to do whatever, like you just do whatever whenever, but I mean, like that might be the thing that works from 2023 going on. We live in this high value world, so that's the sauce. So salute and good luck to y'all.